All right, I got a scrape. Okay, so getting close to the highway, to the road, paved road, and I'm just going slow, doing a little bit of road hunting. So far, nothing. It's strange that I haven't seen a single doe, except when I first came in. I saw that one doe with the other two little bucks. Usually you see groups of 3. So there's a lot of habitat, there's a lot of food, plenty of water. It's just that this area is humongous. It's the terrain, it's infinite. It's trees, 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 and more trees. So to find a deer, you know, it has to be meant for you. If that deer shows up in front of you, it's meant for you, because they got all the advantages. They got the cover, they got the nose, they got the ears. They can hear you, they can smell you, and they can really hide. And the chances of popping one up, you know, you have to really be good at hunting a deer in this forest. Especially if you're with a bow. Forget about it. So here's the road. I'm gonna take off and put my seatbelt. All right, guys, so that's it for now. I'll do another video if I return towards the closing, the end of the season, if those guys want to come back. All right, thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Thank you. Okay, so now I already came down the mountain. I'm down by the Kern River, which is at full height, is raging, and it's looking beautiful. Just a couple of years ago, it was pretty low. It still had a flow, but this is the way it should be. And I don't know if you can tell, on the wall over there, there's a little line. It's about 1.5 feet below that line, so the river is almost at full volume. So the people are saying, oh, we got a drought, we got a drought. The drought is temporarily. That's the story of California. It's happened before, it will happen again. It's historic. That's why they have that song that says, when it rains, it pours. It doesn't rain for a long time, and then when it rains, it just comes down like buckets, and everything gets filled up again. It's normal nature in California. Don't be an alarmist for every little thing. You guys are alarming and crying and bitching about things, you know. It's California. That's the way it is. I think I'm gonna do some fishing. I got a rod. All right, later. Well, there's a lot of water, but there's no fish. I've been casting in that smooth area, and then it goes into the rough. I already got hung up on those branches over there a few times, and I don't know, maybe I should go up a little bit that way. But when I was coming in last week, there was a guy fishing, and I asked him any luck, and he just nodded no. So there's no fish. I don't know if they stock this river or what the deal is, but there's no fish right now. I'm gonna try further up, see what happens. Here's my rig. Simple little, you know, small rod with a bobber. Well, that's it for me. I got stuck again, and this time I can't get in there because it's in that branch. So there goes my bobber and my hook. I'm gonna have to snap it off. I don't want to spend all day doing, you know, trying to unhook it. It's just tight. It got wrapped around the damn branches. Too many branches on this rear side. Look at that. Everywhere you cast, there's a bush. So I'm gonna wrap it up and keep driving. Here's another view of the beautiful Kern River, flowing at full capacity like always. All right, guys. Okay, so climbing up to the road, It's all rocky. If it wasn't for this trekking pole, I would lose my balance and fall down. But I noticed this piece of asphalt, a good chunk, all the way from there up over all this area. So that tells me that at one point the river flowed so high that it took a chunk of the road up there. That's the only explanation. And I saw some asphalt over there too. And now that I see it here again, I'm thinking, yeah, that's probably what happened. There was so much water at one point that it took the road out. At least the edges of it. So let me try to climb up here. I'm not the best at balancing myself, as you can tell. Trying to find a rock that's not going to roll on me. Okay, let's see. They should have a little path. I mean, they know that people come down here to fish. They should have a little path for the senior citizens. Okay, here we go. One more. And we're up. So yeah, their current is doing good. And now there's some flows up in the mountain that wait a minute. That the streams are flowing. They're flowing normally. They're not bulging or anything. So there's another flow coming down by the road, and I noticed there's not that much water. There's water coming down, but there's water coming down, but it's not like a torrent. You know, it's a good little water flow going. So the main water from this river comes out further up. Well, this is the main current, and then you get a tributaries feeding into it from different areas. So the snowpack that fell this year pretty heavily, it usually takes a couple of years. I've read a long time ago, it takes about 2 years for the water to percolate through the whole system of mountains and come out through the tributaries and feed the river. So, but still, it's pretty high, but there's no fish right now. I don't know what's going on. So, oh, let me show you something. This little fishing bag that I have, I've had this since the 70s, and to give you an idea how young I was, this would fit around my waist. I can only put it over my shoulder now. There's no way that's gonna go around my waist. All right, guys, let me put this stuff away and keep driving. Later, gotta go get some gas.